Here we have a 2009 on an 09 registration, Volvo B12B Plaxton Panther 53-seat executive coach. So we are in a very hot sunny Peak District this afternoon at probably the operator most local to me, Andrews at Tideswell. Might as well do a low mileage job, first day back properly after my holidays. And we're looking at one of the many Volvo Plaxton Panthers they've had over the years. This one really these days is a school, local private hire type vehicle. Centre continental doors fitted. Obviously there's been some panel work on the stretch panel. Other than that, offside seems okay. Alloy wheels are fitted, you've got extra marker lights along the roof line. Tow bars fitted as it is to the majority of the fleet here. As are LED rear lights. Reverse cameras fitted. Under the bonnet, 12 litre 420 brake horsepower Volvo engine. That's driven through Volvo's 12-speed automated I-shift gearbox. Back down the near side again, nothing much to worry about. Loads of luggage room on these, being 12.8 metres long. You'll also note the carpets in there for the centre aisle. At this sort of age in the Andrews fleet, carpets aren't used because in the winter it's wet, muddy or slushy. In the summer it's dusty. It'd ruin them, to be fair. So loads of luggage. And then as we jump on board, just point out it's had a bit of a bump on this front corner. That lens needs replacing there. That'll all be done, I would imagine, prior to sale. Also the mirror cover. You know, pennies, I know, but pennies mount up. Jump on board, we've got 53 Panther Gala reclining seats. They're finished fairly standard for Andrews, red interior with yellow. 3-point seat belts are fitted. Leather piping and headrest inserts. To be honest, for a vehicle that's just turned 16 with original seats, they're in good nick. To be honest, you can still run this as it is. Gotta be honest. Trace to the seat backs, not something you see a lot on Panther Galas. Obviously there's odd magazine necks missing, but for what it does now, I think when they break you just take them out, don't you? Centre sunken toilet with hot drinks facility and fridge. We're also wired for DVD with 2 power operated drop down monitors. Fully air conditioned, it's a Thermo King system on here, but I'll tell you what, it's a tidy bus this. And one thing I do know, which is why when these turn up to take my son on his school trips, I don't lose a wink of sleep. They are very, very, very well maintained. The one owner from new, these Andrews vehicles, and mechanically will have wanted for nothing. Dash is all in good order. Got wood effect trim to the dash. Was sexy back in 2009, that. Nothing missing control wise. We're all good. Mileage, it's getting up there. I was saying I've done 1 million by the end of the month, but it's not quite there just yet. But again, I won't worry about that because it will have been maintained without worry of cost. The other thing that Andrews did very early on with these B12s, they moved the gear control or the gear selector to the driver's right, because that only happened on B9. They went over there on B9s. B12s were on the left, but obviously people kept catching them and breaking them. You know, common sense, put it out of the way. So courier seat finishes the job. Just wipe the sweat out my eye. And to recap, one owner from new, let's not forget the air-ons. One owner from new, 2009 on an 09 registration, Volvo B12B Plaxton Panther 53 seat executive coach.